everybody, and welcome to Archer's Field and our live stream coverage as we are bringing you the Antwerp and Hicksville football game, coming to you from Antwerp.
Here comes
We've got about 3.5 minutes to go here before we are getting this game underway. And we're just going to take a little time here to check and make sure that we are broadcasting. As the Archers have taken the field, and it looks like we're doing all right. A lot of times you have a little thumbnail that'll appear on our screen showing us the live broadcast, and that's not showing up right now. So, but that's okay. I just checked on my phone, and it looks like we're doing good. So, I want to welcome you to week number 9, I think it is. Anyway, it's going to be the last football game of the season. The Aces on the road here at Antwerp. It's a GMC matchup, although the Green Meadows Conference, again, has been kind of shuffled around this year as well. So we'll find out after the dust settles how things do, if they even award a conference championship this year or not. I want to say best luck to the Fairview Apaches, who are still alive on the tournament trail, and they've got a game. They got a long trip tomorrow all the way over to North Robinson, Ohio, to take on Colonel Crawford in week number 4 of the playoffs. So best of luck to the Apaches, carrying the banner for Northwest Ohio. Here in Antwerp, it's the Aces and the Archers getting ready to square off to wrap up this season. We're glad to have you here with us. I want to say a big thank you to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible tonight. They are the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. They're the ones that make it possible for us to be on the road, following the Aces for these road games. And here come the Aces out onto the field. As you can probably tell, we're on the Hicksville side of the stadium. We're going to have the coaches. We can hear them rumbling up the stairs behind us. We're in what they call the old press box. We're on the main level or the lower level, and the Aces coaches are going to be up above us. So if you hear sounds like people stamping their feet or whatever, that's because they're up above us working this evening. Archers are going to be kicking the ball off to the Aces to start the action here tonight. Also, we want to say a thank you to Drew Altimus, AD here at at Antwerp, excuse me, for providing us with our space for this broadcast. Had a little bit of confusion when we first got here, but we got it all squared away, and we're looking forward to bringing you a good Green Meadows Conference football game here on October 30th. Ooh, the day before Halloween. Big full moon up in the sky. I'm from up in the Detroit area, where I went to high school.
Preparing to kick off for
they
the
called October 30th
number 61.
Devils.
He's a sophomore, Kendrick Robinson.
Because people got up to a lot of Deviltry on October 30th. But be that as it may,
along with number 24,
we're going to just have football action for you on this 30th of this October. Aces with the ball, and a good strong carry to get things off to a good start for Hicksville, as Cole Wortman carries the ball all the way into Archer's territory, and it'll be first down Hicksville at the Antwerp, looks to be the 46-yard line. Have some conversation between the head official and Landon Turnbull. And we'll get ready to get things going. Turnbull. Quick handoff. That's to Wortman again. Wortman keeping those legs churning.
Wortman, the ball carrier
He's
for
going to
the
get down to
Aces.
about the 42-yard line.
And on the stop for the Archers, number 70, Caden Ferris.
Cole Wortman, this will be his last football game. He is a senior this year. So it looks like he's determined to make the most of it here
on the
tonight.
Archers' 46-yard line.
Rolling out. Turnbull gets around the corner. Turnbull still on his feet, diving forward, and that should be good enough for a first down for the
Number
Aces
7,
as they
Turnbull's the ball
get inside the
carrier for Hicksville.
35-yard line.
And on the stop, number 12, Jagger Landers.
Snap. Looking to throw. Laterals it out to Balzer. Balzer tiptoes down close to the first down marker.
Number 7, Turnbull's pass complete to number 13, Brody Balser. In on the stop for the Archers, number 11, Stephon Walker. Number 10, Parker Moore. Brings up second and short for Hicksville from the Archers' 26.
Down to the 26-yard line is 2nd and 1. Handoff. And they're going to lose yardage on that one.
13, Balser carries the ball for Hicksville.
Again, Balzer
And on
with
the
the
stop,
carry.
number 3, Landon
And
Reyes.
he's going to, we'll see. Yeah, he's going to lose a couple. It'll be 3rd and about 3.
After the
So
play brings up
Aces,
3rd down to Hicksville. About
third
4
down.
yards to go on the Antwerp 29.
Turnbull puts Bergman in motion. Fakes the handoff, hangs on to it himself. Turnbull straight ahead, and that should move the chains, or close
Turnbull,
to
the
it.
ball carrier. In on the stop, number 3, Landon Reyes. Number 12, Jagger Landers.
And it does. First down, Aces. And so far, Hicksville doing very well offensively, moving it right down the field.
1st and 10, Hicksville from the Archer 25.
Bill Murphy, Chris Warner here with you. Glad to have you with us. Split backs on either side of Turnbull on this first down play. Handoff, that's to Wortman. Wortman down to near the 20-yard line.
Number 24, Cole Weirtman, the ball carrier. In on the stop, number 54, John Buer.
So Wortman picks up about 4 to make it 2nd and
Reyes.
6. Clock rolling with 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in our first quarter. Turnbull drops back to pass, gets the ball away, and it's caught on a hop. I think that's Boston Hootman making the grab. It is.
Complete to number 32, Boston Hootman.
Boston Hootman had the ball in his hands. He took a shot. The ball popped up in the air. Hootman stayed with it, got the ball under control, and motored down to give the Aces a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Quarterback keeper, straight ahead, diving forward. And they're going to say his knee touched just short of the goal line.
In on the stop record.
So Turnbull takes it down to about the half-yard line to make it 2nd and goal for the Aces. Turnbull, quick handoff. Kind of stumbled as he went
13,
towards.
Balser carries the ball for the Aces.
And Balzer is going to be stopped right at about the line of scrimmage to bring up
Number
3rd and
54,
goal.
Buer, number 3, Reyes.
Balzer got
For
the
the
ball,
Archers.
and you can see that he
3rd and goal, Hicksville.
either tripped on somebody or his foot slipped. before he could really get up a good head of steam. So they bring him up short, and it's going to remain 3rd and goal. The ball, again, just inside the 1-yard line. Snap. Quarterback keeper diving in. Turnbull gets into the end zone. He breaks the plane. Touchdown on the Hicksville. Aces draw first blood here tonight and take an early 6-0 lead. The score on a Turnbull 1-yard run into the end zone comes with 8 minutes, 28 seconds to go in our first quarter. Aces are going to line up for the kick.
After touchdown wearing number 33, Gustavo Perez.
Perez set to do the kicking. Ball's down, kicks up, looking good, and it is. So Perez splits the uprights and makes it a 7-0 game. Again, 8:28 to go in our opening quarter. So the Aces will come back to the sideline. They're going to get ready to kick the ball off. Yeah, I'm afraid they can't do that with those gloves on there, Chris. Our iPad Pro, you have to use your fingers on the screen to zoom in and out. Can't do that with those big, thick gloves. So I was saying before Chris interrupted me, Aces are going to get ready to kick the ball off to the Archers, and we'll get our first look at the Antwerp offense. So I'll switch from roster A to roster B.
Preparing to kick off for Hicksville, wearing number 33, Gustavo Perez.
So Perez puts his foot into it, and it goes through the hands of the receiver, and that's going to give the Aces time to close in on him, and they'll bring him down at about the 26-yard line.
Number 54, John Buer.
That was number 54. That's John Buer that almost fumbled the kick.
And on the stop for the Aces, wearing number 2, J.R. Mendoza.
So we'll see where they officially spot the ball. I said the 26-yard line. It might be the 27. It looks to be about the 27-yard line is where the Archers are going to have it. 1st and 10. Man in motion for Antwerp. Snap, dropping back. Ball in the air, caught, and dropped almost immediately.
Ultimus pass complete to number 16, Chase Clark.
Carson Ultimus is the quarterback for the Archers. He wears number 7. Ultimus, of course, a big sports name here in the Antwerp community. Ultimus is going to work out of the shotgun. Clock stopped on the income or on the. Okay, now they started it up again. I was about to say it was a completed pass. Ultimus going to hang on to it himself, and he's going to get ran out with little or no gain.
Carson Ultimus, the ball carrier for Antwerp. And on the stop, number 32.
Ultimus not able to turn the corner and make much at all in the way of forward progress. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 9. And move the ball back to the 26-yard line. So the Archers now looking at a 3rd and long. Clock continuing to roll. Man in motion for the Archers. Ultimus dropping back to throw. He's got the ball away and incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Set a screen pass.
So we're probably going to get our first look at Antwerp's punting unit here in a couple of moments, as they are unable to convert on 3rd and long, and that leaves them 4th and 9 deep in their end of the field at their own 26-yard line. No way they're going to take a chance of trying to pick up 9 yards this deep in their end of the field.
Ineligible receiver, downfield offense. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
And we just got the call. There was a
After the penalty
flag
brings
that
up
I did
4th
not
down and
see.
10 to go
But
from
there
the
was an
Archers'
illegal
26.
receiver downfield for the Archers. The Aces, of course, decline that, and they'll take the 4th and 9 and force the punt. 6:45 to go in our opening quarter. Aces about to get the ball back. High snap, but he manages to get it under control. High kick coming down, and it's going to be spotted down by the Archers at their own 47-yard line. So a high kick, not a lot of distance though, and the Aces will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Antwerp 47-yard line.
After the punt brings up 1st down for the Aces from the Archers' 47.
Turnbull. Quick hit, caught by Bergman, and he pitches it over to Wortman. Wortman along the sideline. Goodbye. Into the end zone. Oh my. A quick hitter out to Jackson Bergman. Bergman then lateraled it to Wortman, and Wortman just tiptoed down the sideline into the end zone. 47 yards and touchdown Aces, and that took 3 seconds off the clock. Just like that, Aces now up 13-0.
Attended the point
And
after
Perez
the Aces
will
number
come back
23.
out for his second extra point attempt of the night. Perez gets his foot into it again, and it's good again. 14-0 Aces now, with 6:27 still to go in our opening quarter. We'll get ready to kick it back off to the Archers here. Glad to have you with us. Again, it's a little better conditions than last week at Eden. We were not in a press box. We were out in the stands, and it was a windy night. We had gale force winds, like right in our face, too, the entirety of the night. So we were a little blue, a little frozen around the edges by the time we got wrapped up with that game. It was a tough loss for the Aces as well. So glad to be here at Antwerp tonight. It's a cool night, but not nearly as cold and not nearly as windy as it was last weekend. As Perez gets the ball teed up.
Back to receive for the Archers, 24 released.
Perez gets his foot into it. And again, it's dropped by the receiver, but this time he picks it up. Manages to make some nice progress.
The kickoff.
He wanted that ball.
In on the stop, number 13, Brody Balser.
And they'll move the ball out to, it looks to be about the
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Archers.
35-yard line, 1st and 10 for Antwerp. So a nice return. Ultimus going to work out of the shotgun again. Gets the snap, keeps it. Ultimus around the corner. This time he does manage to get around the corner. And Ultimus going to pick up about 12 yards to get the Archers their first down of the night.
That's going to be enough yardage for an Archer 1st down.
So Ultimus carries the ball out to about the 47-yard line and gets Antwerp closer to Aces territory.
1st and 10 Antwerp from their own 47-yard line.
Man in motion for the Archers, and there goes the flag. And that's going to probably be a false start against Antwerp. That'll back them up 5.
Stop infraction. Number 68, offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
put that man in motion. No one else can move until the guy moving stops and sets. And somebody shifted just a little bit early. So that'll back him up and make it 1st and 15. Move the ball back to the 42-yard line.
1st and 15 from the Archers' 42.
And we're going to have another flag, and that time I think it might have been the Aces encroaching. So we'll move back, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 47 again.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, number 66, 5-yard penalty. First down.
So the Aces and the Archers trade procedure penalties here before the ball is snapped.
After that, that'll brings up 1st and 10 Archers.
So now it's back to being 1st and 10 for the Archers. Ball back on the 47-yard line, right where we began.
The guy was just rotating out.
Altimus takes the snap, hangs on to it himself, looking for a hole, not finding one, and he's going to be brought down for about a 3-yard loss, it looks like. That'll make it 2nd and 13.
The ball carrier. In on the stop, number 24, Workman.
Clock continues to roll. We're under 6 minutes now, past the halfway point of our opening quarter. Hope you're enjoying our live stream coverage here on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. Or, of course, you may be watching this on the tape delay on Mediacom Channel
2nd
12.
down, 13 yards to go for the Archers from
Or
their own 44.
on the HIX-TV YouTube channel, wherever the case. We're glad to have you. We hope you enjoy the coverage here tonight. Altimus hands it off, and he runs right into a wall of Aces. And we might have made it back to the original line of scrimmage. I think they're going to say, yeah, 3rd and 13.
In on the stop, number 76, Travis Stouffer.
So nothing doing for the Archers on that play. 3rd and long coming up. As the Archers try to get the ball into Aces territory for the first time tonight. Altimus dropping back to pass. Looking downfield, ball in the air, caught, flag thrown immediately. Ball was caught by number 5, that's Dylan Hines. And a ball, and they're indicating...
pass complete to Hines.
Hines made the grab, they threw the flag immediately. They're indicating it is going to go against Antwerp.
Ineligible downfield, offense, number 12. That penalty is declined, 4th down.
And they're going to decline the penalty for an ineligible receiver downfield. That's because that will bring up 4th down. And, well, they haven't moved the marker, but I think it's going to be like 4th and 10. The person with the down marker was watching the game and not watching what he was doing. I understand that. Another high snap, and this time it's a longer kick. It's caught. Diving forward, I think that was Workman made the grab.
24, Cole Workman
Workman
the punt for Hicksville.
Catches the punt and manages to get ahead for about 5 yards or so.
Number 34, Camden Fuller.
So we'll flip the field, and the Aces will get the ball back, 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line, which, believe it or not, is the worst field position they have had to start an offensive drive so far in this game. The last 2 offensive series for the Aces began on the Archers side of the field. Quick handoff, powering forward, taking a shot. That's Brody Balzer. Balzer took quite a hit, but kept right on going.
And on the stop, number 16, Clark.
And he'll take it out to about the 35-yard line. Pickup of about 3. Make it 2nd and 7. Turnbull. Dropping back. Ball in the air, caught on the far sideline. Nice move. He's going the wrong way and he drops the football.
Turnbull's pass complete to number 4, Camden Straub.
Cam Straub made the grab, and Straub was trying to make something happen. But unfortunately, he was going in the wrong direction. Still manages to pick up a couple of yards. But the Aces now faced with a 3rd and 6. So Straub just
Third
picking
down
up
and
a
6
couple.
for Hicksville from their own 36-yard line.
Bergman in motion. Turnbull holds on to it himself. Turnbull finds a nice hole. Turnbull high steps across midfield, and he'll be brought down at about the 48-yard line of the Archers.
In on the stop for the Archers, number 8, Caden Record, number 11, Stephon Walker.
So Hicksville moves the chains yet again, and yet again gets into Archers territory here tonight for the 3rd time.
First and 10, Hicksville.
In this first quarter, 2:45 left to go in quarter number 1 with the clock rolling.
Coach A needs the volleyball team to beat him at the north end of the home bleachers.
Quick snap, handoff. And battling his way forward to the 45-yard line.
Carries the ball. In on the stop, number 56, Mason Steele.
Is Wortman with another strong carry. Gain of about 3 to make it 2nd and 7 for the Aces. Turnbull launching it, got a man, and he overthrows Balzer. Good looking pass, but it was about 4 yards beyond where Balzer's going to be able to get it. That'll bring up 3rd and 7.
7 from the Archer 45.
Aces decide to go for it, take a shot. 1:49 still to go here in our opening quarter. Three receivers out of the wide side, away from us, one on the near side towards us, and a quick hitter, and that's going to be picked off. Interception as they tried to get the ball to Wortman.
Pass intercepted by number 3, senior Landon
Reyes, who stepped in front of the ball and makes the INT.
46-yard line.
So first turnover of the night goes to the Archers. They get the ball back 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line with 1:43 to go in our opening quarter. So quick huddle for the Antwerp offense on the far side of the field. Here they come. 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Aldemus takes the snap, quick handoff, and not much there, maybe a yard. No, I take it back, he got away from him. Flag thrown. I thought they had him.
16, Clark, the ball carrier.
The ball was carried by number 16, Chase Clark.
There's a flag on the field.
And they throw the flag near the end of the play. I thought they had Clark after about a 1-yard gain, but he managed to wriggle out of that and get down into the Aces side of the field. Flag thrown again near the end of the play.
No foul on the flag.
And they're going to pick up the flag and wave it off. So I'm assuming one of the officials thought they saw something, but the other officials said no, that didn't happen. Either way, it's a 2nd and 2 now for the Archers. And the Aces jump. Watch the ball! And that'll give them another 5 and a 1st down.
Defense, 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
So
After the penalty,
the
it brings
Archers
up enough yardage for
pick up a first down the easy way.
Archers.
They get the Aces to encroach and move the ball ahead to the 41-yard line. First and 10 Antwerp
from the Hicksville
with a minute
41-yard
and
line.
12 seconds left in the quarter. Handoff. And this time they'll get him after a minimal gain.
16 Clark, the ball carrier.
Again, that was Chase Clark with the carry.
In on the stop, number 24,
Clark will
Wortman.
get about
66
3
Wortman.
to make it 2nd and 7.
Second down, Archers. 7 yards to go from the Hicksville
So-
38.
Under about 20 seconds left to go in the quarter right now. This may well be the last play of the first quarter. Man in motion. Handoff. Looking to get around the corner. And ran out
Number
of
5,
bounds.
senior Dylan Hines,
Close
the
to
ball
the first
carrier.
down marker. He might
Brings
have
up
gotten
enough
the
yardage.
first set of downs. 5.7
For another
seconds
first
left as he goes out of
down,
bounds.
Archers.
Even though there was a legal
And he will move the chains. So fresh set of downs as the Archers get the ball down to the Aces 30-yard line. 1st and 10 with 5.7 seconds to go in our opening
First and 10,
quarter.
Antwerp from the Hicksville 30-yard line.
Ultimus gets the snap, looks to throw, puts the ball in the air. He's got a man, and it's incomplete.
Ultimus pass intended for number 8, junior Caden Recker, sails out of bounds, incomplete.
Ultimus throw is incomplete. That'll stop
Get on
the
the
clock
coverage
with
for the Aces, number 13,
7/10 of
Brody
a second. So Antwerp going to be able to take one more quick crack at the end zone if they want, or run a play here before we wrap up our opening quarter. Ultimus takes the snap, drops back, going to try the exact same play again. This time it's caught into the end zone, touchdown.
Touchdown, Archers!
This time Ultimus didn't put quite as much on the ball and able to get it to the receiver, caught into the end zone, and that'll make it 14-6 Aces. So the Archers are going to set
the
up the
point
kick,
after for the
kick
Archers,
extra
number
point.
61, Kendrick Robinson.
Their kicker, Kendrick Robinson, number 61. Trying to make it a 14-7 game. No time left on the clock. Ball's down. Kick is up and no good. Not a good looking kick there. Almost blocked. And that'll leave the score at 14-6. So there you have it, end of the first quarter. We played the first 12 minutes and after one. It's the Hicksville Aces leading the homestanding Antwerp Archers 14-6. Our first quarter score. We'll get ready to get back into action, switch ends of the field. And that'll give me some time to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters, making our coverage possible from here at Antwerp, Ohio. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick. Jim Schmidt Ford and online at jimschmidtauto.com. We want to thank them so
Folks, the
very
Archers
much
do have just a
for
few
being
items
with
in the
us for
concession
the
stand this
entire
evening to keep you
football
warm. We've
season.
had some hot
Their
chocolate,
underwriting
some
support
coffee,
made
some
it
hot
possible
dogs,
for us to
and
bring
then
you
there's
not only the
bottled water.
home
Everything's
games,
$1.
but the away games and the tournament games. We want to thank them so very much, and hope that you'll do the same. You see Jim or his lovely wife Karen. If you find yourself over at the dealerships for any reason, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate being able to watch Aces football actions, because they're the one that has helped make it possible again for the 2020 season. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Well, we're going to be starting the second quarter with the Archers kicking the ball off to the Aces. 12 minutes on the clock. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner here with you, bringing you the live stream on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. Glad to have you with us.
Preparing to kick off for the Archers.
It's going to be the last live stream sports coverage we have for a few weeks. We'll talk more about that near the end of the game, fill you in on what's going on. Ball is up. Short kick. Aces fall on it at about the 42-43 yard line. And that's where Hicksville will set up their offense. 1st and 10. Looks like it's going to be... we'll see where they mark it officially. Looks like it's about the 42.5 yard line, actually. Officially, they're going to say the 43 yard line. Turnbull. And all kinds of movement. And they're going to have that as an encroachment against the Archers. So that'll make it 1st and 5 for the Aces. Turnbull hangs on to the ball himself. Landon Turnbull, nice hole. Turnbull breaks free on the far side. Turnbull finally gets hit and taken down at about the 25-yard line. We'll see where they mark him officially. He only had 1 or 2 guys to beat as he found a nice hole and was able to make some good positive yardage over on the far sideline. Down to the 28-yard line, they're going to say, is where his knee went down.
First down, Hicksville, 10 yards to go from the Archer 28.
Turnbull puts Wortman on his left rather than his right side. Pitches it back to Wortman. Wortman powering forward, and he's only going to get back to about the 30-yard line. That'll be a loss of a couple.
Stop number 12, Junior Jagger Landers.
So Wortman is going to lose a couple on the carry and bring up 2nd and 12 for the Aces. So back him up to the 30-yard line.
Second and 12 for Hicksville from the Archer 30.
Quick handoff. Again, that's Wortman. He runs into a group of Archers, bounces back, and then resets and powers himself forward and manages to pick up a couple of yards, get back
Get
to
on the stop, number 56, Mason Steele, number 5, Dylan Hines.
About the original line of scrimmage and make it 3rd and 10.
Third down and a long 9 for the Aces from the Archer 28.
So Turnbull and flags and timeout on the field. So the Aces call a timeout with 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in our first quarter, or our second quarter, in our first half. That'll be their first of the half. They'll have 2 remaining. So with timeout on the field, we've got the Hicksville Aces leading the Antwerp Archers here in the final football game of the 2020 season, 14-6. Aces on top by 8. And Hicksville with the ball. And when we get back into action, it'll be Hicksville's, will have the ball 3rd and 10 on the Antwerp 28-yard line. And as we mentioned, this is the final game of the season for the Aces. So we want to again thank everyone for being with us all season long. We've been live streaming the games for you from home and away, with the exception of the very first game against Edgerton. We had some issues we couldn't overcome for that first game, but we got all the rest of them in. Turnbull, as we get ready to get back into action, puts a man in motion. Turnbull gets the snap. Turnbull hands it off to Bergman. Bergman turns the corner. Bergman dives ahead. It's not going to be enough for a first down, I don't
Bergman,
think.
the ball carrier for Hicksville.
But it will bring up
And on the stop, number 8,
fourth.
junior.
And we'll see where they mark him. Bergman will pick up a few yards. It'll be about 6.
Fourth down,
So
Hicksville, 4
4th
yards to
and
go from the
4
Archer
for the
22.
Aces at the 22-yard line, and the Aces line up. They're going for it. And another hard count, and looks like another encroachment. So the Antwerp Archers have jumped a couple of times tonight with Turnbull's hard count, and that's going to give them a first down. They only needed 4 yards, and they get 5 on the encroachment call. So that's going to move the ball down to about the 17-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces.
After the penalty brings up first down for Hicksville. 10 yards to go from the Archer 17.
Hand off to Workman. Workman powering straight ahead. He's inside the 15-yard line.
24 Workman, the ball carrier. And on the stop, number 53, Cyrus Gale.
He'll get down to the 14 and bring up 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7 for Hicksville from the Archer 14.
So here we go, Aces 2nd and 7. And they blow the whistle.
Dead ball, encroachment, offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
And they're going to say one of the Aces lined up in the neutral zone. So that'll back them up. And that'll make it 2nd and
Penalty brings up
12.
second down for
And move the
Hicksville.
ball back to the
12 yards to go
19-yard
from the
line.
Archer 19.
Turnbull gets the snap, drops back. Turnbull launches, it could be trouble, knocked away, tried to get it to Boston Hoopman, but Hoopman was surrounded by about 3 Archers, and there was almost no way that he was going to be able to catch that ball,
Pass intended for
and in
number
fact he
32,
didn't.
Hoopman in the end zone. Sails incomplete.
That'll bring up 3rd and 12. Turnbull, again dropping back, now scrambling. Turnbull, crossbody throw over the head of Bergman.
Number 17, Trent. Landon Turnbull's pass is incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
So that'll bring up
12 yards
fourth
to go
down
the
for
Archer
the Aces.
19.
8:42 to go here in our first half. Hicksville leading 14-6. And the Aces with a 4th and 12 on the Antwerp 19-yard line. 4 down territory, we already know that from earlier. So the Aces are going to go for it. See if they can either pick up the first down or put the ball in the end zone. Turnbull. Hard count. Takes a snap. Turnbull. Quick shot, caught. And I think Workman dropped it. Workman had the ball in his hands, but he turned upfield and started to run towards the end zone before he had the ball completely under control. So the pass falls incomplete, and the Aces will turn it over on down.
1st and 10.
So Antwerp will take over 1st and 10 on their own 19-yard line with 8 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in our first half. The Archers were looking a little rough and ragged early on in the game, but their last offensive series, they finally started calming down and getting things going. So we'll see if they can maintain that as they take over here on downs. Ultimus. Long count, puts a man in motion. Ultimus gets the snap. Ultimus looking to keep the ball himself. They'll get across the 15 and be brought down.
Number 7, Carson Ultimus, the ball carrier. In on the stop, number 57.
Get a couple of yards, make it 2nd and 8.
Carl gets some playing time.
2nd down and 8 from their 17 for the Archers.
So the Archers with a 2nd and 8, still deep in their end of the field.
Aces red and white. Come on, yell your colors. Aces red and white. Come on, yell your colors. Aces red and white.
Ultimus low snap, but he controls it. Ball in the air. He's really airing it out, and he overthrows his receiver. Incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Intended for number 10, Moore, sails incomplete.
Parker Moore, the intended receiver, but overthrown by a good 2-3 yards. Moore not able to get underneath the ball, and that'll bring up 3rd down. You put your mask on if you should be wearing it anyway. Your nose is getting cold. Snap, Ultimus dropping back, looking downfield, gets it away, caught. That's number 11 making the grab, and he's going to be dropped right away at the 15-yard line. Stephen Walker.
Ultimus pass complete to number 11, Stephon Walker.
Or to be Stephon Walker, and he's dropped immediately as he caught the ball. That'll make it 4th and 10, and put the ball back at the 15-yard line.
4th and 10 for Antwerp from their own 15.
So Antwerp Archers are going to be punting. The punter standing in his own end zone right now. So the Aces anticipating some good field position here. It's a good kick. Workman makes the grab at the 50-yard line, and he'll get taken down before he can turn
Number
upfield.
24, Workman returns the punter Sproles punt.
So the Aces are going
He's
to have the
immediately
ball
brought down by number
close to
24,
midfield with 7 minutes and 7 seconds to go here before halftime. We'll let you know when we get to halftime. We're going to keep the live stream going. I'm going to step aside from the microphone for a bit, but we'll bring you the Antwerp Archers Marching Band halftime show, even though they'll be facing the other way. Get to see a bit of their performance here tonight before we get our second half underway. Turnbull, snap, handoff to Workman. Workman to midfield, and he's brought down at the 50 after a 2-yard pickup.
Workman, the ball carrier, hit by number 70, Ferris.
2nd and
Along
8
with
now.
number 56, Steele.
Well, they're going to say 2nd and 9. It's a short 9 or a long 8, whatever you want to call it. Ball right at midfield. Turnbull again gives it to Workman, and they're waiting for him. And he makes it maybe. I don't think he even got back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
54, senior John Muir.
So 3rd and 9 coming up for the Aces as they're back on their side of the field, their own 49-yard line. As we near the halfway point of quarter number 2.
That's true.
Workman, again dropping back. Airs it out, it's got a man open, caught. And down
This pass
to
complete to Balser.
the
In on the stop for the Archers.
25-yard line, I think, is where they're going to mark Balzer. Brody making a good catch and takes it all the way down to about the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him officially at the 24. 1st and 10, Hicksville. Turnbull on a 1st and 10. Workman split back beside him. Turnbull launches it, caught by Balzer. Balzer dives ahead. He gets inside the 25-yard line, picks up a couple.
Turnbull's pass complete to Balzer.
And maybe just a yard.
And on the stop,
So they're
number
going to
10,
give him the
Marker Moore, number
23-yard
5,
line. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Aces. Five minutes to go before halftime. Clock rolling. Snap. Handoff.
Workman, the ball carrier.
Strong
and on the
carry
stop,
by
number
Workman
12,
as
Landers.
he goes right up the gut. Picks up 6. That'll make it 3rd and 4 for the Aces as Workman gets into the 18-yard line.
Third down, 4 to go from the Archer 18.
So Hicksville looking at a 3rd and 4. Turnbull rolls around, fakes it, rolls out. He's being pursued. He drops the ball, and it's going to be a turnover.
Landon Turnbull, the ball
Turnbull
carrier. Tackled by
fumbles the
number
ball,
12,
and
Jagger
Antwerp
Landers.
falls
There's
on
a
it.
fumble recovered by...
At about the 20-yard line. I think they're going to give it make it officially the 19. We'll see. But it's going to be Antwerp's ball, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Well, they're actually going to say the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 Archers from their own 20-yard line. They get the ball back, and they end the Aces drive with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the first
from their own
half.
20-yard line.
Yeah, but in their 20s.
Red, black, white. Red, black,
So Ultimus, low snap, scoops the ball up. Ultimus now running for his life, and he's going to get sacked. Back inside right around the 10-yard line, it
Ball
looks
carrier
like.
brought down by number 15, Rodriguez.
So that's going to be about a 10-yard loss. And that'll bring up 2nd and 20 for the Archers. .335 and the clock rolling. Here we go, Antwerp. Hard count doesn't get anybody to jump. And timeout. Archers were hoping they could get somebody to jump and get a little bit of that lost yardage back. Didn't happen. And as the play clock got down, they called timeout. So that's Antwerp's first timeout of the second quarter, the first half. They'll have 2 remaining, just like the Aces do. 3:24 to go before halftime. And again, our score right now in the second quarter, it's the Aces leading the Archers 14-6. Bill Murphy and Chris Warren are here for Hicksville Community Television, bringing you the live stream. Hope you are enjoying the coverage. On a cold night. I don't think it's that bad, but Nanook of the North here next to me is all bundled up. Last time I saw somebody bundled up like you are right now, I was in Southern California and it was 55 degrees. They don't know what cold is out there. But I have decided that should hockey ever come to Hicksville High School, I won't ask you to come along to do those live streams. I tease Christopher, but he's been a real good sport. He's been out here shivering away with me and doing a really good job running the camera all season long. Really appreciate him, one of our top volunteers for Hicksville Community Television. Ultimus, quick throw, caught, moving upfield. And out of
Ultimate's pass
bounds,
complete to number 23, Jordan Berkeley.
right around the 15-yard line.
Forced out of bounds by
Excuse me,
Landon Turnbull.
the 25-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. And not enough to move the chains. It'll be 3rd and 6 as he got out to the 24. And he did step out of bounds, so they stopped the clock with 3:18 to go in the half. Now Ultimus again, taking a long count. Rolling out, looking downfield, launches, got a man open, and
Ultimate's pass complete to number 23, Jordan Berkeley. Brings up a first down. Archer.
Jordan Berkeley makes the grab on the Aces side of the field. Ultimus really got his arm into that one. That'll advance the ball down to the Hicksville, about the 36-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Antwerp with 3:10 to go in the half. Ultimus, man in motion, pitches back, and taken down for
Number 5,
minimal
Dylan Hines,
gain.
the ball carrier for the Archers.
Hines,
In on the stop, number 15, Gabe
ball
Rodriguez.
carrier, and Hines able to pick up maybe a couple to make it 2nd and 8. To get the ball to the 34-yard line.
Let's go. All right, let's get
And wait for the play to come in from the sideline.
Let's go. All right, let's get right. Let's scream. Let's walk on again. Generation.
Well set.
Let's go. All right.
Snap, Ultimus dropping back, launching it quickly, all alone, caught, that's number 12.
Ultimate's
Into
pass
the end
complete to number
zone.
12, Jagger Lander.
Jagger Landers all
Archer.
alone and makes the easy catch and strolls into the end zone. Touchdown for the Archers to make it 14-12. Aces still with the lead by 2 points now. 2:09 to go before halftime. And we'll see what the Archers want to do here. If they're going to go for 2 to tie it up, or if they're going to try to just kick it and make it a 1-point game. Looks to me like they're going to go for 2. Ultimus still in there. Yep. Snap. Ultimus rolling out. Hand off. And I think they got it. They did. Into the end zone. 2-point conversion is a success.
Ultimate's to Jagger Landers for the 2-point
Landers
conversion. Brings up 14
got it in.
Antwerp. 14.
Got it in across the
Hicksville.
plane, and that ties it up. It's 14-14 now with 2:09 to go. Aces getting ready to get the ball back. They'll have just a little over 2 minutes to work with before we take an intermission break.
How do you answer? Back to the question.
Don't bring it up. Don't let it hide. We got spirit deep down inside. So bring it up. Don't let it hide. We got spirit deep down inside.
So the Aces are going to get a chance to work their 2-minute drill here.
Deep down inside. So bring it up. Don't let it hide.
See if they can make anything happen before we break for halftime.
Preparing to kick off for the Antwerp Archers. He's wearing number 2. He's a junior. Hunter Sproles.
Sproles, and it's hit by one of the up men who wisely falls on the ball.
Falling on the kickoff, number 74, Chase Railing.
Railing, I haven't called his name very often through this season, but Railing, good job there as the ground ball kick went off of him, and he wisely just fell on top of it. Good field position for Hicksville. And not a lot of time off the clock. Still 2:07 to go before halftime, and the Aces have 2 timeouts, as do the Archers. Quick handoff. Balzer out to near midfield. He'll be brought down at about the 49-yard line. Clock continues to roll.
60, Xander Smith. Number 8, Caden Rucker.
Make it second down and about 3, second and 4. Turnbull gets it to Workman. Workman juggles it, but gets his hands on it, hangs on to it. But after the juggling, is only able to get maybe about a yard of positive yardage. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 with the ball right at midfield for the Aces. Clock continues to roll with 1:20 to go before halftime. Quarterback keeper for Turnbull. Turnbull powering ahead. That'll move the chains.
Number 7, Landon Turnbull, the ball carrier, and on the stop,
Turnbull gets it down to the 44-yard line of the Archers, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces. They'll stop the clock with 1:09 while they move the chains and then start it right back up again. Turnbull. Pass. Caught. Balzer still on his feet on the far sideline, diving ahead.
Pass complete to Balzer.
Brody Balzer. 53 seconds left in the half. The clock starts to roll down to 49. And timeout, Archers.
Chain put it in set.
So the Aces were heading down. They're going to have the ball 1st and 10. They moved it down to Antwerp's 14-yard line. And the Archers called timeout to set their defense. Game tied at 14. The Aces had jumped out to an early 14-0 lead. The Archers finally got their offense going, got into the end zone to make it 14-6. The extra point attempt failed. And then with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go before halftime, they get into the end zone a second time to make it 14-12. And the 2-point conversion succeeds, and there we are at 14-14. So Aces come back out onto the field. And again, we get back into action after this timeout. 49.1 seconds left in the half. Aces with the ball 1st and 10 on the Antwerp 14-yard line. Turnbull rolling out. Turnbull looking downfield. Turnbull ball in the air, off the hands of his intended receiver and incomplete.
Turnbull's pass intended for number 4.
And
Cam
trying to get it to Cam
Sails out of bounds,
Straub.
incomplete.
Straub not able to reel it in. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Clock stops on the incomplete pass with 43.3 seconds left in the second quarter. Aces can pick up a 1st down at about the 4-yard line. Turnbull, not seeing anything. Looking and launching it, and again incomplete.
Turnbull's pass intended for
Tried to get it to Bergman, who was cutting across the back of the end zone, but again, not able to get the ball into Jackson's hands. That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 10 from the 14. 35.8 seconds as again the clock stops on the incomplete pass. So here we go. Aces on a 3rd down play. Hand off. That's Workman. Workman's going to get stacked up at about the 15-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Carrier. In on the stop, Caden Miller. Xander Smith.
And nobody taking a timeout as we're down to 15
And Jordan
seconds.
Berkeley.
And we'll see if they're going to take it all the way down and try to kick a field goal. I'm not sure what they're going to do. They finally, Aces call timeout with 4.3 seconds. It's 4th and 10. The ball's going to be, again, at the about the 14-yard line. So we'll see if the Aces are going to maybe try to kick the field goal here before halftime, or if they're going to see if they can maybe take one more crack at the end zone. We'll find out shortly. And then we'll go into the halftime locker room. I'll sit down and rest my voice for about 10 minutes, and we'll bring you the reverse angle coverage of the Antwerp Archers Marching Band halftime performance. With the COVID-19, of course, the half times have been cut in half, so instead of the normal 20 minutes with both bands from both schools performing, it's usually a 10 or 12 minute halftime with just one band performing. And so since we haven't been able to bring you a lot of the other bands from the other schools, we want to, even though we're on the other side of the field, we want to give the opportunity to enjoy the Antwerp band. And as soon as the Aces come out and take the field, then right away the Archers, as soon as they see their setup, call a timeout of their own. So that'll be the last timeout for the Archers. The Aces still have one remaining. So I guess they could go back out onto the field and wait and see what the Antwerp defensive setup is at and call another timeout if they wanted to, too. 14-14, we are tied with 4.3 seconds left to go here in our first half. It's Hicksville at Antwerp. You're watching live stream coverage on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page with Bill Murphy and Chris Warner. Aces back out onto the field, and it looks like they are going to go for it on 4th and 10 from the 14-yard line. Turnbull launching it, and it's going to be intercepted in the end zone, and he's going to bring it out, still on his feet, and
Turnbull's pass intercepted by number 8, Caden Recker.
So Caden Recker intercepts Turnbull's pass in the end zone and brings it out to about the 10-yard line, steps out of bounds, time expires, and that is the end of the first half. So we've played the first 2 quarters here tonight, and at halftime, it's the Hicksville Aces 14 and the Antwerp Archers 14.